XCOM2. Hello again. Would you believe that this is the 40th episode? It's kind of weird. In a, maybe a thematic kind of situation, we once again are looking at the infirmary here, which is completely full. Last mission didn't go too well. It was fine in terms of no one dying, no one being seriously injured and things like that, but we didn't quite make it to the objective, and so we weren't able to counter a dark event that we were really hoping to counter. With today marking the 40th of these most Augustale of occasions, I'm hoping that we see some measure of success. But this is XCOM. Anything is possible. We have got a infiltration mission that we kind of want to get off the ground, about to enter the fray when Consult the Faction here finishes off. We've got rescuing a VIP from an advent cell and avoiding security robots, another infiltration mission about ready to go. We're just waiting on that to reach 250% infiltration. We've got another assault mission to neutralize a field commander. In that case, we would be countering Left Behind, which is super important. And we've got some new ammo coming. What I'm thinking is we've got all of 6 soldiers ready to go. And we've got a lot of things happening. We have been working on building a radio relay down in New Brazil. However, I'm going to put that to one side and actually fly up to the Templar HQ to just speed up our healing a little bit, and try and get as many people back in action as quickly as possible so we can do all of these things that we want to do. Consult the Faction is kind of important because that's going to give us another engineer. Well, the infiltration mission that will follow will give us an engineer. And we're also on track to reduce Avatar project progress, which is nice. Sorry, I am completely wrong. I think, yes, Consult the Faction is going to give us a new Templar. I'm all over the place. This one's going to give us an engineer. Okay, I knew there was an engineer there somewhere. And Consult the Faction's going to give us a new Templar. So, yes. Fact remains, we want all of these things to transpire. Engineers at 225% now. We're going for 250.
Our action together is complete, Commander.
We can now put a squad together for that new Templar. It will be a new infiltration mission, and it will expire in 3 days and 2 hours. So, fortunately, I think we're going to be fine and be able to field what we need here. What I'm going to do is just run the clock until this covert infiltration mission is ready to go, and then see where we stand at gearing up for the infiltration mission we just unlocked. And Dragon Rounds are a welcome addition to our arsenal for sure. We do need to then swing by the Proving Grounds and look at a new project. And our options are a little bit... I'm kind of feeling like maybe we want to get an advanced PCS on the go, but equally, there's more ammo that I'd like to get our hands on. We're still missing Sabo rounds and AP rounds, and Talon rounds, so hopefully the next ammo we get is going to be useful, and along those lines,
We'll get started right away, Commander.
we'll get that queued up. You can queue up multiple projects at once in the Proving Ground. I just don't necessarily like to, because what if I change my mind? Not that I actually have yet, but what if I do? And one covert action's expiring, not the one that we are waiting for, which is this one. That's still got 1 day and 19 hours. We're now at 11, which is great. We've got 3 days on the assault, so I think we're going to be in good standing. This is actually what we were waiting for. and we can't field the next infiltration mission without starting this one. Or can we, though? Oh, we can. No, we can't. We are forced into this. So, Operation Sentinel Broadsword. Let's just take a look at who we've got on the ground to rescue this engineer. We've got Zari the Marksman, Grim the Phalanx, Reed the Assault, Apprehension the Skirmisher, Troll Panzer's Field Medic, and Giga the Combat Engineer. Let's get down there and hopefully succeed. We've got quite a lot in our favour going on, although show of force means that we're going to be dealing with more enemies than we typically would. But we've got an increased mission timer. If we use low cover, then we get a mobility bonus and obviously the defense bonus as well. And we get a second conceal as well, which could prove very useful. Let's hit the ground and let's get going. It's always exciting when an infiltration mission pops up because you never know what you're going to get. I believe this one references dealing with many robots. I think I remember bringing an EMP bomb to this, but I could be just making that up in an effort to make myself feel more confident going in. Can't honestly remember. Probably should have checked the loadout instead of just checking who's on the ground here.
An important VIP of theirs that was recently captured by Advent forces in this region. Recon indicates plenty of hostile activity in the area. We'll need to lock down the AO, secure the VIP, and eliminate all enemy contacts standing in our way.
We have got a relatively well-equipped squad, at the very least. Everyone's rolling with magnetic weapons of some variety. Grim's got his upgraded shield there.
We have a confirmed location for the VIP.
So,
Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
We've got what advantages we can get before we even arrive.
We're in concealment.
And just having a flick through. Standard grenade on Zari. Standard grenade on Reed. We've got a smoke grenade. No, that's a gas bomb on Giga. Standards on Apprehension, and then Grim does in fact have an EMP bomb, so that's good news for the fact that I feel like we're probably going to see a few mechanical enemies going around here. Looking at the map and where we've dropped in, we are in the middle of stuff basically. We've got a reasonable trek to get to the VIP and subsequently the extraction point. So what I think we're going to do is probably hang a right if we're looking at it this way. So my direction is kind of going to make more sense if I explain the way I'm looking at this. This is the right, this is the left. So hang a right here and just kind of like try and sneak around this building a little bit, see what we can spot. I think the initial move for Zari as the marksman is going to be to get on this roof right here, and then we'll go from there, really. So let's get to it.
Rolling out.
It's been a hot minute since we've seen some of these names and faces, so hopefully they don't let us down. The joy of infiltration. It takes a little while. I guess then I wonder if this checkpoint kind of thing is going to potentially have a turret.
A Covenant approach.
In fact, a lot's happened since this crew were last on the Avenger, now that I think about it. People have joined and then subsequently unjoined.
Getting it done.
The training centre's been built.
We got a hostile squad here.
That's at least 2 things that have happened in the time these guys have been infiltrating this mission.
10-4.
Running.
Gonna just stick to the initial plan and hang on the right here. Maybe we don't need to go super far out, but we'll see what we can see. It's all gonna depend on what enemies are in front of us. We know that that mech's there, and it seems to be alone. And just kind of wandering, which is, you know, not the worst thing in the world. Maybe we want to look at bringing Zari forward. Haven't quite decided yet. He has got a reasonable perch if any fighting breaks out here, but what I think we'll do is move around this
Orders confirmed.
This little
Moving out.
guard post.
Hostile forces spotted.
Okay, that's all of the Pathfinders, it seems, on the roof. Interesting. To that end, we are just going to actually come a bit further to the right and lock up.
Double
There
time.
we go. And that includes Zari as well. We'll bring Giga
Stepping off.
forward. And Apprehension's got some movement there. Okay, it wasn't just all Pathfinders. It looks like there were definitely at least one Pathfinder there. Probably two, and then the two advanced troopers. Excuse me. So, what we don't want is for them to kind of come down here and be able to spot us, right? So yeah, I think kind of hanging back a bit's the right decision.
Good to go.
And last but not least, Reed, who cannot get anywhere super good. So I guess we'll
Location
put it here.
confirmed.
We really don't want to pick a fight with this group whilst they've got a height advantage on us. It looks like they're going to solve that problem for us. At least two of them are. Okay. I think we probably want to take this fight as it is, though. Zari doesn't have a shot from where he presently is, and I immediately regret moving him. Kind of wish we'd kept him where he was. Never mind. We'll just have to deal with what we've sown there. I'm wondering if our opener should actually be a grenade here. We can't connect with everything, but we could. The trick of it is that if we launch this gas bomb here, it's actually going to stop us from being able to go up there without being gassed. But there is another way up just along the way, so we would strip the armor from the two Pathfinders and put a good amount of damage onto the first advanced trooper, but if they all go back up, we're in a bit of bother. So actually, gonna just pull forward as much as we can. And the goal is actually going to be to sort of trigger them into an Overwatch ambush on our next turn. Giga, I think. Can Giga get there in a blue? No. It's annoying. Zari, actually, maybe better served here. Or where Troll Pants is. Tough decision, actually. It's not really an ideal location, no matter which way we cut it for Zari. Does Zari have... yes, quick hands. Okay, that makes life a little bit easier, because it means that he can brace after sprinting. So we'll take this full cover with Zari. And then we'll bring Troll Pants here. So we've got Reed, Grim, and Troll Pants watching this side.
Affirmative. Covering now.
We've got Giga and Apprehension watching this side.
Roger, I've got my eyes on it.
And Zari should be set up with a brace. Not high ground, but it's still better than nothing. And they are going to come towards Reed, Grim, and I can't remember who they put that down. Great connection with the pistol though. Troll Pants. So here comes the fun. Excellent hits.
Deflection.
That's two of them. One of them taken care of. Okay. Good a start as any. So we'll open proceedings with Zari then. I mean, we just send this, don't we, really? Bang.
You know that was compromised.
It's the noise that Zari's gun made. How do we want to play this then? Reed's got lightning reflexes actually, so what we could do is just take this Pathfinder for a wander. Reed should be able to land the 6 damage with the... In fact, we go for the 84% because that damage is going to be a guarantee, whereas... Actually, Reed should be able to do 6 damage with their shotgun there, so, you know, let's just...
Okay, I'll go.
Swing through here.
They've got eyes on me. I'm under fire!
Oh no! Lightning reflexes! And then you can go to town on this guy's face.
I've definitely got that one!
And then we need... I kind of feel like apprehension just swings up here. Yeah. No need to use any toys. Nice cleanup. And we did make a bit of noise there, though gonna just hold this position, see if that mech comes round. We'll bring Giga into a bit of a better sight line for such an occasion and see what happens next. Okay. We got nada. We know the mech's in this. I'm going to assume the mech's inside this building. What's kind of our route through this building? Actually, if we take this entrance, then our VIP's right there, and then we've got a... Okay.
Let's do this.
Instead of going through the building, we'll move around it, and then dip back in and grab the VIP. Yeah, that's going to make more sense. So we bring apprehension forwards to give us an idea of what's inside that building. If anything, it's looking good. Didn't spot much. Hasn't spotted anything. Awesome. Zari can't get to where I'd really like Zari to be, which is on this side, but that's better than where he presently is.
What's over there?
And I guess we'll be doing that full, and we'll overwatch this entrance.
Moving to Overwatch.
Watch order confirmed.
That's not the mech we saw earlier. That's the mech and its friend. That's a lot of enemies around there, actually. Unlucky miss from apprehension. Looks like there's a Pathfinder convention going on around that corner. Alrighty. I don't think we want to go much further. Take that shot, actually. Yeah, okay, fine. Just immediately put that in the ground. And that enables you to move forward. Outstanding behaviour from Zari. So we know those enemies around there, so we may as well grab this high cover and expect or hope. Why not both? Why not both? Them to come around this corner on us. I think Giga's fine there. We'll switch Grim to here. Troll Pants, I don't necessarily like. Oh, that being said, well, there is that sort of view into the building. That's, yeah, we're not running that. We'll just hold that. We've got so many turns, we may as well take advantage of them. But we've made enough noise now that the party's actually properly starting. Nice connection from Grim. Unlucky from Giga. There's a sector pod hunter there. Thought that health bar looked suspiciously enormous. It's not active yet though, which is good. And the mech coming down ain't bad. That went somewhere, Reed.
Come on, focus.
Okay, Mr. Trooper. Oh. Interesting. That was on apprehension, I see. Oh. Yum. And that wall being blown has given the mech and the sectopod all the reason they need, I think. Or is it just the mech? It's just the mech. It's the two mechs. This has suddenly become complicated. Amazingly, the sectopod's actually not woken up. Which is certainly a blessing. I think you just send that. Didn't get the 3 for 3 on the kill, unfortunately. Okay, that sectopod's right by that door, so I wonder if we can move up any without waking the beast. Apprehension, you are going to need to pull back, my friend. Grim's actually not bad in this position. In fact, we could probably make some work happen with lightning hands here. Nice. Kind of shots you're looking at elsewise. Absolutely awful ones. Okay. I want Troll Pants and Apprehension to become very close friends. Probably next turn, because Apprehension's going to need a heal. Of everyone, Apprehension and Giga are arguably the safest. We have got that dude on the roof. Pathfinder's actually got a flanking shot here on Giga and Troll Pants, so I guess we do want to move Troll Pants back, in fact.
Tired of waiting around.
Look after your medics, and they look after you. You'll overwatch with Troll Pants. Giga can not Giga cannot get work done with armor with his flamethrower, and that means you can't do much on mechs with that flamethrower either. What you could do though is send that Pathfinder hacking. Potentially. I don't think this move will activate the sectopod.
Seems doable.
Yeah, still out of their vision range, which is great. Shame we can't connect with both of these, but I'll take one.
Toasty.
Burned and panicked, that's pretty great. That Pathfinder should know that's no problem. Appreciate it doing a bit of damage on its friend there though. Speaking of that guy, can we connect this rocket with that? We could. That's probably a good use of the rocket then. Nice. A nice little bonus that it did some work on that mech as well. This Pathfinder, I've got a feeling is going to go for a flank on Giga, which isn't the end of the world. As much as I'd like to get Grim here, that sectopod back there is a genuine worry, so instead, why is this red? This is red for that Pathfinder, I guess? Or this one, which is fine, okay. Let's bring Grim that bit forward, and if we got the, do we hold the EMP for the sectopods, or do we get rid of these two mechs? Two enemies is probably more threatening than an enemy we're not dealing with, actually. I'm not in the world's greatest position with a lot of folks presently, so I think that was the right decision. And this one should, yeah, that one's dead through burning, so I guess we just run the one.
Adjusting I'm running low on ammo.
Sectopod's probably going to join us now. Here it comes. In all of its terrifying glory. Very shiny. Nice miss.
I'm taking fire.
Could do with another one of them.
They got me.
Okay. Oh, they hurt, huh? Short pants. Yes.
You can't handle me. Medic!
Oh, Giga's just decided that the car they're with is going to blow up. I'm sure it wasn't actually Giga's decision, but that's the thing that I've decided happened. How do we play this sectopod? And okay, I know how we play this sectopod. We kind of want to get that dealt with, but doing so is not going to be the simplest thing in the world. So, of the present threats, this is the one that actually needs dealt with. Can we get a connection with the rocket launcher on the sectopod that isn't also going to put our VIP in harm's way? I'd love it if the answer to that question was yes. I think yes there, but it is gonna blow the wall of the VIP's shed. Oh, that might be better. Hello. There we go. Come on, you can do it. Right. It's got a lot of drift on it, to be honest. I think that's worth taking, though. That's probably the best we're going to get. And yeah, that's not going to... Oh, it's so finicky. There we go. Go. Just go. Just go. Nice. That's exactly where we wanted it to go. Okay. Now, what would be pretty great is if we are able to get apprehension to take some shots from here, but it doesn't look like actually that full cover is going to be in range, and there is still the fact that that hunter's got an overwatch on the go, so maybe we get Grim here to run the overwatch and try and draw some fire on the sectopod. Yeah.
That'll be okay.
A very unfortunate connection, but we'll just have to eat it. What does that leave you with? You're looking at a 8-9 shielding plus 12, so you know, still a very respectable amount of health on the go. Yeah, take the shot. Wow, we are missing 80% shots like crazy recently. Ay, ay, ay. Didn't mean to sound like the robot from Power Rangers, but that's my burden to bear. I think we just brace up with Zari this turn, actually. Reed needs healing for sure. And I'm not enthusiastic about putting apprehension much further forward either. At least not when that sectopod's still as healthy as it is. So instead, I think what we'll do... Pulling Reed back there...
Will do.
should mean that Reed's out of sight.
You'll be fine.
It's a little bit of a gamble, I'm not going to pretend otherwise, but hoping it pays off, and we'll just go for the overwatches, I think, from apprehension. Although, do I want to move apprehension up? I think if, yeah, this is an opportunity to do that, so we can take it. And in actual fact, we will conceal apprehension, and then we'll get to this high ground that we were feeling enthusiastic about before.
Tactical movement.
Yeah, 100% shot's pretty nice. However, please don't do anything just yet. Going for Grim, which is what we wanted.
They're all over me.
Make it up for that missed shot before, I see.
Armor's still holding.
Coat Pants is another connection from Overwatch, which is awesome.
Minimal damage.
And Grim one more time. Okay, he can manage that 6. He's still got 3 points of shielding left. And
I only scratched him.
that's probably done more to the sector pod than it's done to us. That's an unfortunate crit. I'm not going to pretend it isn't, but we can kill the sector pod this turn, I'm pretty sure, and we can kill this
Whatever you
Pathfinder,
say.
I think.
Burn 'em out.
Set that dude on fire. Nice. Would have been even better if we got the panic, but hey, we got what we got. Maybe we just send apprehension in, although that would set apprehension on fire, so yeah, we'll just go for the sector pod.
No tissue damage. Obscurity fails.
One more time. And that's why you take the high ground. Grim can't really get a connection with that Pathfinder without being set on fire either, unfortunately. What you can do is
What's
move
over
up.
there?
And same goes for Troll Pants. We'll get Troll Pants behind this cover. Zari actually's got a good old-fashioned lead the target, ready to go for Pathfinder. And I think we'll bring Reed up with Troll Pants, leaving Grim to reload.
Ready to rock.
Oh, hello.
This looks valuable. Did you see that one?
That's not active yet. Is it a fight we want to take, or do we just run? Get the VIP and go home. That's what we do. That's what we do. Okay. Grim. Can't hack that door. Ah, who's got good hacking apart from Grim? Apprehension. Is there anything Apprehension can't do? Right, let's get this guy out of here and get out before that sector pod knows what's going on. Small cache of alien alloys for 58% or a large cache for 24. We'll just go for the 58. Nice. Always useful. Question is there any surprise waiting for us along here? If there is, better that someone other than the VIP finds it, I suppose. Zari, we just want you to get yourself as far away from that sector pod as humanly possible while still remaining in cover. Apprehension has not got another move in the bank. I don't know why I thought they did. I guess we can blue move Grim up. And then in fact, if we... my concern is that there's that mech floating around here somewhere, and it just kind of goes, aha, did you forget about me?
Finally.
And I'm like, no, no, please, mech. You know, it'd be quite embarrassing, actually. So,
I guess that'll be okay.
that's my concern.
Solid copy. Scanning.
I'm probably looking okay. I think we'll hold this position, get some reloads, and just err on the side of caution. sector pod's probably been told through wireless networking provided by your local telecom provider that we've just hacked that door. It was able to move all that way and Overwatch.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
Well, I think we can move everybody without triggering that Overwatch, which is good. What's bad is that the sector pod is right there. I think we have to take it. Yeah.
Oh yeah!
This shouldn't be the world's worst shot. 94 is actually really good. Can we shred any more of its armor before we commit to that? We have got a grenade from apprehension to think about here. There's no necessary pathway through, although... Yeah, nah. That's not my favorite. I think we probably... Oh, hang on. Hang on, though. There's a door here. Can we get a grenade through there? We can. Yes. I think that got rid of the, hopefully not load, well, hopefully load-bearing pillar, when I think about where it is. Super great if that entire building came down on the sector pod. Alright, Troll Pants doesn't get a shot on the sector pod from anywhere, really. I think Troll Pants and Zari are going to be our... We'll call them reinforcements response. We'll get the VIP out of harm's way. We can't put Grim in harm's way anymore, really. We kind of have to kill this sector pod. Can we get 15 damage put into it with Troll Pants, Zari, and Reed? Well, we have to try. Nice. 7 damage. Zari has got the pistol, and Troll Pants can get what I hope is a reasonable shot on it. Probably from here. I'm expecting that these reinforcements land an Overwatch, so yeah. Okay. 85. Whoa. That's just not what we needed, bro. Ah, sorry.
I can handle that.
No pressure or anything, but you can't kill it without a crit. Ah. Grim can just about make the shield bash. We need this shield bash to land. Come on. Yes. Okay. Of course, now Grim's about to blow up. I think Grim survives the explosion. We'll call this not risking 4% margin of error and hoping that the explosion deals less than 7 damage to Grim. Ah, this is horrible. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He survived. It only did 2 damage. Okay. I hated every single second of that.
I'm going.
That's not a small amount of reinforcements.
Got some access here. They're flanking my position.
And quite a few advanced versions of things we've come to know and love over the course of this campaign. Nice hit from Giga, nevertheless. Taking out the captain down to 1 health is massive, actually. Alright. Grim's on 5 hit points, 6 if you include the armor. We are going to have to fight our way through to get to the evac. The good news is that we finally, in what feels like forever but probably isn't, managed to do an objective.
VIP secure and in position for
And when I actually think about it a little bit more logically rather than as a split-second thought, we failed the last mission. We succeeded the mission before that by napping, basically. Yeah, I'm just being dramatic. Just let me be dramatic. Right. Purifier Captain needs to go, because that will call in more reinforcements, and I don't want to deal with that. Don't look 65% shots, though. Gotta be said. I'm kind of inclined to go for a gas bomb on the Stun Lancer and Trooper if we can find the cover for Giga to make that work. I think we can.
No problem, boss.
And I do think this is probably the best thing Giga can do. I'm not certain it'll deal damage to the Purifier Captain even if we were able to make that connection. So yeah, we'll go for these two. Poison will also reduce their aim and, you know, just generally make life that little bit harder for them. Taking the double shot on the... well, is it an option? Have you got... no, you haven't got the double shot in the chamber. Okay, that's fine then. What we can do instead is... that ends Apprehension's turn is the only issue I've got with it, so we'll hang on to that for a minute. We could take
I guess that'll be okay.
a Lightning Hands here, yes. Nice crit. You love to see it. And then 78's not so bad either. Can you send this home? No, why didn't I Shadowfall like a normal person? Because I got excited. Like a fool. Zari can probably take care of this Stun Lancer, which is good. Purifiers is what it is. Yeah. Can you hit 91 for us? Yes. Good job.
How about that?
Less great is that, you know, you're revealed, but hey. Reap what you sow. That leaves us with Apprehension, Troll Pants, and Reed to clean up what remains. So actually, what about get rid of that guy and then get rid of that guy, and then there was Troll Pants and Reed for the Purifier, so we can probably hang Troll Pants here. 93%. Oh, beautiful. Reed can just take it easy. Which is probably just as well, because we need to kind of get them out of that poison and into relative safety. I totally forgot that the Purifier Captain was there! I'm so good at this game.
More of them coming in.
Oh man, Apprehension's on like a health point. Oh dear. I promise I played this before. Right, Apprehension. Do you know what? Just get out of here. I think you've done enough.
Ending deployment.
Reed is the answer that we need. That rhymed. For this purifier captain. I'm just concerned that it'll go boom.
I'm trusting you here.
So what we'll do is bring everyone
Okay, I'll go.
into what we can call relative safety.
Let's do this.
We'll set them up for an overwatch on the incoming drop. Yeah, that's the boom I was expecting / worried about.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
We've got 6 turns to get out of here with these reinforcements
Whatever you say.
coming in. So we've still got time.
Affirmative, covering now. Moving to Overwatch.
Um,
On Overwatch.
this should just be a purifier or 2. Or 1. Oh, that's not really reinforcements, is it?
We've got Advent here.
I'm so sorry, little buddy. And he was 1 day away from retirement.
You see that? Fire's getting close here. I'm
Oh, Giga's on fire, because why not? Okay, let's just get everyone
Go, go, go.
in position to evac, because I think that is potentially, anyway, all she wrote for this mission.
Got it covered.
Giga can get
Roger
out
that.
instead of taking any damage from the burning, and Grim can get out
Stepping
too.
off. I'm out of here.
I'm not going to pretend that was flawless by any stretch of the imagination, because it wasn't.
Finally.
But considering what we had to deal with,
Whatever
I think
you
it was
say.
pretty well handled.
Affirmative.
Packing it in.
And we got exactly what we came for.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
3 wounded, yeah, that's not so bad. We did have a few more of those sort of like 80+% shots miss, which kind of sucks. But hey, that's XCOM for you. 6 of 9 for Grim. Pretty good all round, I would say. 55 damage dealt is more than okay. And as well as that, putting Grim in that position we did, that made the Sectopod want to murder him, meant that return fire did so much work for us. So yet another good showing from one of our resident phalanxes for sure. Troll Pants actually doing a bit of work as well, considering we had a few people wounded. 21 damage, yeah, fine for a field medic, sure, but still managing 3 kills and a reasonable shot accuracy, including the Overwatch. And in actual fact, when I think about it, Troll Pants' first couple of Overwatch shots that mission were like from downtown. They were so good. Zari 6 for 6, 1 for 1 on Overwatch. Good amount of damage, 5 kills. Zari's a marksman, that's for sure. And in actual fact, like rotated unit, Advent mech, yeah, I think Zari like took out at least 2 mechs in 1 bullet, which is, you know, very stylish. We didn't have as much to do as I would normally expect from a assault infantry, but I think part of that is kind of the way we've built Reed isn't as effective, it feels like, as just going all in on like using the sword. With that being said, we were able to make good use of prep for entry, so maybe I'm just talking hot air. Giga doing engineer things, not securing any kills, but securing kills by setting things on fire. It's a shame that like it doesn't track enemies that Giga sets on fire, who then subsequently die from being on fire, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Nevertheless, always good to have an engineer on board. And MVP, yeah, for sure. Apprehension. Look at all these awards. 46 damage, 6 kills, 5 of 6 shots, 1 of 2 on the Overwatches. Zipping up and down that building, making it look easy. It's a shame about all that damage that he didn't necessarily have to take, really, but that's not Apprehension's fault as much as it is a certain someone's. So yeah, I would say I agree with that MVP. And it is quite nice to
Recent
have a
attacks
successful
by
mission,
dissident elements operating outside of the city
especially after
centers
the way the last
have
one
done
went.
little to slow the progress of Advent's ongoing development or outreach programs. Voluntary citizen emigration numbers
I think
are
actually we did see a
reportedly at their
promotion
highest
there as
level
well.
in
I think it
recent
might have been
years.
apprehension. I guess we're about to find out. It was actually Troll Pants, not apprehension. And what's awesome is that Zari, Troll Pants, and Giga are ready to just get straight back out there if they were asked to do so, which is pretty nice. Reed, Apps, and Grim are going to need to take a bit of time off, which is fair enough. They did get shot, after all. Some of which got shot multiple times. In fact, I think one of them actually got set on fire. It's not easy out there. Troll Pants then, Field Medic, and up to Lieutenant. I'm pretty sure that the quick play on that is overcharge capacitors to guarantee a disorient. Medevac's kind of cool, don't mind that. And getting extra aim on Overwatch shots is pretty good too, as is covering fire. I think we'll hold on for the time being in terms of anything else. But most importantly of all, VIP recovered Ariana Rivera, a brand new engineer. They exist, and it is good. So, what do we want this engineer to get started on? I actually think we could probably get you into shielding this power coil, because this is where our shadow chamber is going to eventually end up once we get the supplies for it, which might take a while. And we are probably going to look to move one of these engineers into resistance comms before too long as well. Although we could look at maybe upgrading it. I don't know. That needs power we don't presently have. I think we'll leave things there for now. Pretty good mission. I enjoyed that mission actually. It was good fun. I enjoyed most of them, but that one was particularly nice. I take it all back too. I'm not going to leave it there. I'm going to set up that infiltration. We've got 14 people ready to go right now, and we can neutralize this field commander, and we can take this jailbreak faction soldier mission to get a new Templar. So we'll load this one out before we call it a day, I think. And you know, seeing as they did such a good job on that infiltration, I kind of feel like sending Tropan, Zari, and Giga straight back out there. We'll get them joined by... Ooh. We could actually send Kurog and Goonstone. What are we dealing with? Rescue VIP from Advent Vehicle. I think that might end up being one of those where we've got to wait for our evac. So we're dealing with reinforcements. I guess we'll keep Zari on deck, and we could potentially bring out Goonstone and Kurog on the assault, maybe. Okay. We can send Bert, so they've got a Phalanx. Bert's already got the Shadowkeeper and the Alloy Shield, which is nice. A Sapper wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing in the world to send either. And Brenwan's not been out for a little while, so I think we can get Brenwan in the mix. Which leaves that all-important 6th slot. Conscious of that assault mission we've also got as well. So for the assault mission, it's probably going to be Kurog, Goonstone, Shandin, Kalanio's entry, so maybe we send Kerwin out on this then. Who's killing bonded with Griffith? Aretha? Do we want Aretha instead of Brenwan maybe? No, you know what? We'll roll with this. I think we'll drop the Predator armor from Zari just because, like, you're a marksman. We'll get it on Brenwan. We don't have any more. Let me just quickly see what we've got available here, actually. Spider suit, 4 Predator armor. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll give Kerwin some Predator armor as well. Bert and Zari should be fine with the Kevlar. We want to get an EMP grenade in the mix here as well, seeing as we've got 2. And I think actually we may as well pop that on Brennan against the EMP bomb, but you know, same difference. We'll drop the Venom rounds, or will we though? They might actually prove useful. We'll drop them from Bert, and instead we'll give them to Zari. Extra damage and can poison. Yep, that seems like a good choice. Brendan also needs the nanoscale. We've only got the 1 advanced grenade launcher. Well, that's fine, really. If we ensure that Brendan's got a mag weapon, they can still strip armor, kill robots, and do work. Everyone's got upgraded weaponry apart from that grenade launcher. We can probably afford a lightweight frame for Giga. And I think we send it. Yeah, nothing else I can really see that we might... 12 AP maybe. Smoke screen. Pass. Demolition. 1 tile of explosion radius wouldn't necessarily be bad. I think we'll hold off for the time being. We don't need it. Yeah, let's get this sent. So we'll see these guys in about 6-7 days time, if not longer, with the over-infiltration taken into consideration. But I think they've got this, and hopefully they'll come back with a brand new Templar.
We will begin the covert action immediately, Commander.
We'll leave things there, and next time it's probably going to be the case that we neutralize a certain field commander. Thank you very much indeed, as always. As I mentioned at the very beginning, this marks the 40th episode, so there will be a little old stats update at the end, similar to what I did at the end of episode 20. So if that's your sort of thing, please look forward to it. One way or the other, I'll see you next time. Let's head to the bar, and I hope you all take care.
Well, it's been 15 years serving the Resistance. I got no regrets. And to think, Advent Burger let me go. I bet the elders are still regretting that decision.
It's time for one of those there stats updates to mark the 40th episode, of course. So, we've had some explosive entrances since episode 20 and the last time we took a look at where everyone was at. We've seen Aethel in particular come in swinging that sword around like there's no tomorrow. 21 kills, 13 shots fired, 85% accuracy. And if we compare that to Rymia there, who's also been in the squad since the very first episode, Aethel's caught up so fast. It's insane. Gwen is another MVP collector overall, 45 kills, has had a few missions with the Lost, but even then, 45 kills in 54 shots fired, 77% shot accuracy. Like, Gwen's become a staple of like those missions where we need to put the best possible team together that we can. Spacey is our newest field medic and has racked up 11 kills across 35 shots fired, pretty low hit percentage on those shots though, but nevertheless, still quite impressive. Troll Pants took a bit of time out due to Chosen related incident, and is still in the lead insofar as our medics are concerned, although now that I say that, I'm completely wrong, because Tactical is making Spacey and Troll Pants look abysmal. 28 kills for Tactical, 76 shots fired, and 79% accuracy is nuts. I mean, come on. Is there even any competition at that point? Although again, you have to consider how many lost missions has Tactical been on compared to Troll Pants and Spacey, right? Zari is still very much in the lead as our best marksman, although Clav is not far behind at all as our newest marksman. 31 kills to Clav's name across 48 shots fired. Our only tech specialist at the moment, due to the late Mufus, is Kerwin. And we just don't seem to have tech specialists as a general rule, apparently. We did get Andromac, a new Dark Ranger, after capturing them from Exalt, and they haven't had much chance to shine really. Only 3 kills and 3 shots fired since joining the squad. Calm Water, another assault infantry there, 6 kills since their debut. Aspy has got a bit of catching up to do in the marksman front. I think the other massive entrance made is probably Bert, with 18 kills and 28 shots fired already. And constant value from Bert on nearly every single mission they've been on, which is quite pleasant to see. I've really come to appreciate how good the Phalanxes is throughout this campaign. And yeah, Gwen and Bert are definite sort of contenders for overall MVP, although we have got Grim. 50 shots, 33 kills, looking quite suave up there in the second row. And of course, we've had a few deaths, a few more deaths at least. Mufus and Priad in that ambush that went quite wrong. Aesalas and Keisha killed quite cheaply, I suppose. Aesalas got done in by an Exalt specialist using their combat protocol when Aesalas had like 2 hit points left. Keisha was trying to deal with a Spectre and then got absolutely murdered as a result of trying to deal with that Spectre. Overall though, there's a definite sort of split between the typical folks that go on infiltration missions versus the folks that are showing up for the main missions and when we really need to make things count. But yeah, I've added to this round just a additional stat in terms of exactly how many times that particular person has fired their gun. It doesn't really count for Nacho, unfortunately, so I've just labelled that swords. Because the hit percentage back in episode 20 didn't really have any context behind it, it was just a percentage, which is fine, but we could always do better. So yeah, thanks very much for 40 episodes of this, and hopefully we don't lose the campaign or anything goes terribly wrong, and I'll see you for something special, maybe tomorrow in episode 41. Who knows? Take care.